Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Washington State's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Washington, as it so often has over the years, dominated the last time they saw the Cougs.
That was a statement win for Washington. We now play in the Big Ten. Washington State, you do not. And they wanted to put everybody on notice. They blew out the Cougars.
And that's just not fun if you're a Washington State fan. You've seen Washington win this over and over again. They go to a bigger and better conference. You're left behind. You at least want to get the apple. Last year you didn't. This year you got to bite at the apple.
Fires to the right. Makes a connection. There he goes. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. This offense thought they had the defense reeling on its heels, but the D stands tall and comes up with a sack.
Yeah, but why not, right? If I make a big play, I got no problem going back to it. But the defense said, I got you. I understand what you're doing. I know you're going back to it. They were ready for it. They had the answer for it. And they got the QB and got his butt on the ground.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Between the uprights, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity to put 3 on the board.
So the Washington Huskies offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the...
Breaks into the open. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The Huskies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Flowers. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
He's not quite going to make it to the marker. They'll spot it at the 37, and now a decision on 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. Picks up the 1st down. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal blocking back.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Caught. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. Washington will snap it in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Looking to scramble. He's shoved out of bounds right at the 6-yard line as they were able to at least keep him out of the end zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Huskies! Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Cherry. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Great place to start for this offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Firing to the right, complete. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. They'll try the jet sweep, going for the 1st down. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. A long way to go on 4th and goal. The snap sets up the throw. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. They're working that left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Cougars come to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're just continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Cherry. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Snagged out of the air. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the 1st down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Caught behind the line. It's It's Tucker. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Cougars are on the move. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Mahoney. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow.
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They'll leave it with the lone back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. Now they'll run the draw. Tough, hard-nosed running. He picks up 3, but stopped just short. It'll be 4th and 1. They're going to pass on the field goal. They're still looking for 6 in this situation. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. That's caught. It's Miranda. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Looking to throw, it's Flowers. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Running to Green. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Huskies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. It'll be a 1st down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. A continual subplot since these two first squared off in 1900 is Washington State trying to prove it deserves the same respect and status as UW.
And I think oftentimes the great rivalries out west are forgotten in college football. This game between Washington and Washington State is absolutely fantastic, and I'm so happy that with conference realignment, they were able to keep this game on the schedule because it is always fun to watch.
It is fun, and it's for the Apple Cup, and here's the cool thing. These teams, they're not in the same conference anymore. They used to be for years, but this rivalry still lives because it still matters to the Washington and Washington State fans.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
This is exactly why this guy is your QB. He does such a great job of buying time, has such great speed, just stresses the defense. What do you want to do? You want to blitz me? Sure, I'm going to scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass. He's just closing so many.
Picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fires to the wideout. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Wide receiver comes in motion. Got his man. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Washington State will have to boot it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He unleashes a long one. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we see.
He uncorks one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Carter. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Flowers. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. The Huskies in a good spot here with second and short. Making side adjustments here. They'll go up top on second and short. Gets it out fast. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's got his man. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
The pass rush has got to do a better job with their lane integrity. You cannot let this particular quarterback with his speed flush out to the right or to the left because he's absolutely going to kill you. You've got to do a better job collapsing the pocket, forcing him to step up into the teeth of your rush.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the third down pass is knocked away by the D. And they're going to head out the lineup for a field goal. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. And the try is no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's Cherry. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. Washington State has it teed up, and we're ready to go here in the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Offense set on first down. Wants to throw again. Using his feet to buy time. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on second down. To the air, it's Flowers. Got some room in him to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Husky. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. He didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Buying some time. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Cougars are in the hurry-up. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Gets it to him on the screen. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. To the air, it's Flowers. He's got the back in the middle. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sure hands, it's Carter. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. The quick out. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Washington. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. No step back at week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Washington State, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
With the catch, it's Tucker. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7. Washington State lines up quickly. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Wide receiver going in motion. Calls his own number. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Washington State.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Virginia is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame. They're trailing by 25 to Notre Dame. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. To the air, it's Flowers. Quick strike complete.
That's a good example of why location on throws is so important. It's 3rd down, and if the quarterback just puts that in a better spot, his player can catch it and advance it and maybe get the first, but because he killed his receiver's momentum because of the poor throw, the defense was able to rally and make a stop.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice 1st down sack.
Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
This offense is in no hurry, right? Control the clock is priority number 1. I'm going to run the football. I got the lead. I already got great field position, but I'm not interested in scoring right away. I got to make sure I watch that play clock tick down, maximize those seconds, and keep being physical with the run game.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Flowers. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Washington. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Washington State going quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Third down coming up.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete to the right. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Looking downfield on 1st down. He wants to take the top off. Ball's in the deep ball. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Looking downfield, it's Cherry. A shot toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cougars.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They want that clock to run. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Finds the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. We've reached the 2-minute timeout and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Dropping back, it's Cherry. Bringing the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Quarterback gets the first down. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch them because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Washington State lines up quickly. They're looking to throw on second and short. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
The Cougars come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Fires to the wideout. This one's complete. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
QB spikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They'll try to run for it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And the Cougars had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball. Give him 6. Touchdown, Wazoo!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. The hands team able to secure that football, and with that, should have secured a victory.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.